Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura Train Mama. Today we are having a look at the second story contained within the August 2025 edition of Thomas and Friends magazine. This is issue 851, and the story we're reading today is called Shankar's Makeover. Enjoy. It was the end of another busy day on the Indian Railway, and Shankar was finishing his shunting. "Here comes the Shankar shimmy," called Shankar, as he did his special shunting move to the delight of his trucks. Back at the sheds, Thomas was very excited. Tomorrow was the fancy dress costume contest, and all the engines were going to take part. All except Shankar. "We ask him every year, and every year he says no," explains Rajiv. "Why?" asked Thomas. "I can't think of anything worse than everyone staring at me," replied Shankar. "I can't think of anything better," replied Rajiv. Thomas decided Shankar should enter the contest and that he would enjoy it even if he was nervous. So Thomas told the Indian controller, Charulaba, that Shankar wanted to take part. The next day, all the engines dressed up in their costumes for the contest. Thomas was an elephant, Ashima was covered in flowers, Noor Jahan was a fairy, and Rajiv looked more regal than ever. But someone was missing. "Where's Shankar?" asked Thomas. He spotted Shankar hiding and chuffed over. "You look amazing," smiled Thomas. "I look ridiculous. I don't want anyone to see me like this," replied Shankar nervously. However, Thomas persuaded him to show his costume to everyone. Shankar's costume was so good he won first place. The crowd called for Shankar to do the Shankar shimmy, but when he did it, his costume fell off. "I didn't want to enter this silly contest anyway," shouted an embarrassed Shankar. Thomas told Chirubala he felt bad that it was his idea to enter Shankar into the contest. "I thought he'd enjoy it," said Thomas. "Not everyone likes being in the spotlight, Thomas," said Charubala. "May I go back to the shunting yard, Charubala, ma'am?" asked Shankar. "Of course, but those cars still need shunting," smiled Charubala. Shankar did the Shankar shimmy, and this time it was perfect. That brings us to the end of the second story contained within the August 2025 edition of Thomas and Friends magazine. I really hope that you enjoyed listening along with me today, and if you did, please don't forget to just take a moment to like the video and also check back in about an hour. We'll be covering story number 3. It's called Outback Thomas. See you then.